Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am here with a brand new foundation review, and it's what I'm wearing on my face. I am going to be reviewing the Dermablend Flawless Creator Multi-Use Liquid Pigment. I was lucky enough to attend their event here in Ottawa, which was awesome. We never get like makeup events, so that was super refreshing, and we got to play around with the products, but I have never tried it for like all over the face. This will be the first time, and you guys will get my initial reaction as well as what I thought of it after I did my full face, which is this one here. And I do have a video, and I'm loving my curls so much, girl, so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and give this video a thumbs up if you do. Please comment down below so I know that you watched this and you want to see more videos like this. And if you are new, my name is Karina. Welcome to the family. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button before you leave, and let's get on to this. Now this bad boy right here, I matched to the color 43W, and it looks like it's gonna be pretty good. I'm hoping it's not too warm. Now the shade selection is quite limited, to be honest with you guys. They did say they will expand on it next year, but for the starting of this launch, they have a very limited quantity of shades. So that's a little bit, you know, they need to work on their shade range for sure, and they did say that they will. So the foundation is marketed as a pigment, so you can mix this into your liquid foundations or you can wear it on its own. It is supposed to be a high coverage foundation and very, very long wearing. When I did swatch it, it seemed more like a demi matte finish, so I want to see how it goes on the skin, and it is the first time that I will be wearing. So it's a first impression for sure, and I believe it retails for about $42 if I'm not wrong, but I will link the product down below for you guys, and you can find these at Shoppers Drug Mart if you are here in Canada, and I believe they also sell it on their website, so everything will be linked down below. And I really like the packaging. It is a glass bottle, so you want to be careful not to drop it. You get 30 ml or 1.0 fluid ounces, which is the standard amount, and this definitely reminds me of the Cover FX custom cover drops, I believe, but the consistency is a little bit different. I feel like the Cover FX has more of a watery, liquidy consistency. This is a bit thicker, and I do believe they will perform differently because of that, and totally different formula. So the packaging I really do like. It does have a dropper, okay, so it has that feature right there. So we're just gonna go ahead and apply this on the face. So I always use a primer with my foundations, and today I'm gonna be using the Korres Greek Yogurt Smoothie Priming Moisturizer, and this is for all skin types. I really like this primer because it just hydrates my skin. It feels like I'm just applying a really nice moisturizer on the skin, but it also helps the foundation just glide on the skin so nicely. And this can be used for all skin types for sure, because I've used it on oily and dry skin. So before we go ahead and apply the foundation, you just want to take a look at my skin, and basically I have a lot of freckles right on my highest points of my cheeks. I have some redness around my nose. I have a little tiny blemish. I have redness right at the ends of my eyes, a little bit of discoloration around my mouth area, and just overall my skin tone isn't super even. I do have lighter and darker areas, and that is natural for women of color. If you got a little melanin in you, that's just what happens. So we're gonna see how this performs. I know a lot of my foundation reviews, I've heard you guys say that I don't have problematic skin, and I don't have, like, you know, pigmentation issues or acne issues, but still I like to have like a nice even skin tone and, you know, remove any redness. So that's what I focus on when I apply a foundation. So for this foundation, I'm going to be using my beauty blender. One thing that I want to say, it's a little bit hard to get the product into this dropper because it has a thicker consistency. So you really want to squeeze this dropper and get a full pump, and that's about it. Don't mind my swatches. I was swatching liquid lipsticks and it won't come out. So that's the product right there, and you can see that it does have kind of a thicker, creamier consistency. It's not going down the back of my hand super fast or anything like that, and I'm really moving my hand and it's still there. So it does have a thicker consistency. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it on my face. Oh, I think this color is going to be a really... Wow. This has a really strong scent to it. Like very, very chemically scent, to be honest. Let's see how this works. Ooh. Come on, coverage. Wow. So it's blending out really nicely. I think I put too much. It's actually, oh my God, I look like a ghost on camera, but I promise in person, it actually is a good match. I don't know why I look like a ghost on camera. It's really full coverage. It's full coverage. Yeah, I put way too much. I could have put half of what I had on my face for sure. This color is definitely a yellow, a very, very yellow undertone. My camera is really picking it up super bright. I don't know if it's the lights, but in person it's actually really good match, but it's a little too yellow. It's really yellow. Okay, it's looking really good on the skin though. I'm just gonna drag that down my neck a little bit so we don't look like we have a mask on. It looks great on the skin, but I am noticing that it's already starting to gather up on my smile lines. So I'm just really pressing that product in, and also around my nose. I'm seeing it gather around there. But on my cheeks and my forehead, it looks really, really good. Not having any issues there. But this is definitely like a full coverage foundation. You need the teeniest amount or it's going to, I can already tell that if you put if you put way too much, it's going to look very cakey. Very, very cakey. I do have more of like a satin glowy finish to my skin. I want to see if it's going to mattify itself once it's set. It definitely needs time to set. Like I can feel that it's still pretty wet. But so far, so good. My nose area removed it a little bit, but I'm going to fix it once I finish off the rest of my makeup. But it feels, I do feel it on my skin. It's not super weightless. Like I said, I feel like maybe I put too much product, but my skin does look really, really, really flawless. Like, look at this. It looks really flawless. So what I'm going to do is I am going to finish off the rest of my makeup and I will be right back with my final thoughts on this foundation. And I'm going to tell you guys what I think. Okay. So the makeup went on really smoothly. I had no problems. There was no patchiness. My blush, my bronzer, this glow dough, I will link it down below, went on beautifully. So there was no complications there. I did set the foundation with my powder and I used the Too Faced Peach Perfect mattifying loose setting powder, this guy right over here, because it was taking quite a while to set on its own, to be honest. It just felt really tacky and I didn't want to apply powder products on top of it because I felt like it was really just going to stick to certain areas of the face. So I did set my entire face, not too heavily, but I did set it, and then it went on with all of the other products that went on really, really smooth after that. Now, this foundation, I'm going to say less is definitely more, okay? You really don't need the amount of product that I put on my face was way too much, especially if you don't have a lot of acne scars, a lot of hyperpigmentation. Your skin is okay, but you just want to even it out like I want to do. I would say half of what I used would be more than enough for this foundation because I do feel like it looks a little tiny bit heavy for daytime. Now for evening, I think this is flawless because my skin does look really flawless, but at the same time, it looks a little bit heavy. So for daytime, for what I am comfortable with and what I like, I would use way, 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 way less product than I did initially. It doesn't feel super weightless. Like I feel something on my skin for sure. Like I feel like I have makeup on. What I want to point out is that my smile lines actually look really good. I've had this makeup on for, I want to say about 3 hours now, and it hasn't settled into my smile lines. I did set this area, but with a lot of foundations, even if I set it, I will start to get creasing here, and I'm not getting that. Like I'm really making facial expressions, and the foundation looks really smooth in these areas. So that's actually surprising, and I like that. One thing that I want to say is the color match. I like the color match, but I feel like because it's so yellow, it's really emphasizing on discoloration around my lip area. When I really look at my skin and I look at this area, it looks a little bit ashy, a little tiny bit ashy. So I would probably set this area with a powder that has a bit of color just to take away that ashiness, or I would color correct under the foundation, because yeah, I feel like around my mouth area looks quite ashy, to be honest with you guys, but everywhere else it looks really, really good. Like it's a really nice color match. It's definitely more yellow than I expected, but it doesn't look super bad. Just I'm noticing around my mouth area, I would definitely color correct with this foundation. If you're looking for a really full coverage foundation and something that you can mix into your other foundations, like if you have a luminous foundation that doesn't have the coverage that you want, mixing this product in there will really intensify the coverage. As you guys saw, it's full coverage. So I like that. I like that a little goes a long way. But if you are just like that everyday light to slight medium wear, I think this foundation might be a bit too much for you unless you sheer it out. You can mix it in with your moisturizer to create like a BB cream. Then I think you will like the consistency a little bit better. I do advise setting this foundation with a powder because I found that it was tacky for a very long time. So a nice translucent powder is going to really set it and allow it to stay put throughout the day, especially the smile lines. Like before I set it, it was starting to crease immediately, but as soon as I set it with a powder, it's looking really beautiful and smooth in this area. So I'm super impressed with that. That is it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see the makeup look in action, I will link it for you guys. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Please comment down below what video you want to see next. If you want to see more foundation reviews, more get ready with me's, that kind of stuff, comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Ciao!